Hi, this is Jay Otluski with the Phoenix Real Estate Advisor. I wanted to give you your November market update. First question I guess I can answer is, have we hit the bottom? Have we moved up? The answer to that is yes and no. It depends on your price range, depends on your area. The higher end is yet to see the increase that the lower end, say under 400,000, 300,000, starting to see. But we have seen a change in the market. So let me go through a few numbers. Apologize for having to refer to the document, but I want to make sure I get it right. Number of sales, we were looking at 2,000 to 3,000, 4,000 back in '08. We jumped into the 4, maybe 5,000 sales back in the summer of '09. We went above 9,000 sales through most of this summer, and we're sitting at 7,500 sales, which if we look back at last November of last year, that one is going to be about 5,000. So you can see we're still up above that. Now, one of the ways we track a buyer-seller's market is the months of inventory available on the market. So when you go back to 2008, we were up 17 to 19 months worth of inventory. You get into the beginning of the spring of '09, we dropped down to about 10 months, 9-10 months. We're currently sitting at 4.5 months for the entire Phoenix area. Every community is specific. I mean, that's the commercials say real estate's local, and it really is, because some areas are hotter than others, and some areas are having problems. But overall, we're down to 4.5 months. So in the past, I've told you anything between like 5 to 6, 4 to 7 months of inventory is a very stable and nearing a seller's market. We haven't hit that yet, and that's because we continue to have a lot of new listings coming up, so it's going to hold about where it's at for a while. In fact, new listings were at 10,800. We were as high as 14,000, 15,000 new listings in a month just a year ago. And when you look at total active, of course, we're at 40,000 now. We were up in the mid-50s and even into the 60,000 range back in March of '08. So we have cleaned up quite a bit of our market. If we look at days on the market, we were as high as in the 130, 140 days on the market average to sell a home. Back in, let's say, the spring of this year, we dropped into the 110, 120s. We are now down to 90 days or less for the average home to sell. So now you got to take into consideration there's some of those foreclosures out there that are hitting 5-6 days. Short sales are taking anywhere from, say, 8-9 weeks up to potentially 180 days, 100, 200 days. So that average is a little skewed. I'd like to be able to separate out some of this, but our system doesn't give us a great way to do that piece of it, so I'm giving you overall. As far as average sale price, I guess that relates to the question I always get is, have prices started to go up? And I've been telling people that no, we really haven't seen much of an increase. These numbers actually show me something different. Now, again, real estate is local, so when I take these general numbers for Maricopa County, we got to look at it that way. Now, December of '07, so this is 2 years ago, we were at $313,000 for an average sale price in this area. When we jump into, let's say, December of '08, we were down to $190,000. So that's a $120,000, $115,000 drop in value in just a year. We were as low as the 150s back in March and April, and that's when all of those foreclosures hit. I was helping people buy a home, and we were writing 10, 12, 13 offers, all of them overpriced, just to get one accepted back then. If we look at the last 4 months, this month of November, the average sale price was $174,000. So you can think about that. Back in the spring, you could get the average house for $158,000, $159,000. This month, you're paying $174,000 for the average home. A lot of that has to do with the way the banks are dripping out these foreclosed homes. They're not flooding the market. They're keeping a nice, consistent roll to this so that we can keep our prices stable or potentially increase them over the next 12 months. So again, real estate's local. When I say these numbers as an overall number, remember that every community is a little different. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to put together some specific information about some of the neighborhoods and some of the cities that I do most of my business in, and I'll post that in the next couple of days on the Phoenix Real Estate Advisor.com. Or you can just give me a call at 623-362-3060, and I'd be more than happy to share those with you. In fact, I have all this information in a PDF if you'd like me to email that to you. Just email me at jay@valleyreadvisor.com. All right, hope to hear from you and have a great day. Thanks.